Alright, hello and welcome back to another video on the Big Brains YouTube channel. My name is Martin, and you should probably know that if you're watching, but I don't know, might have a new viewer. You never know. Anyways, today, if you don't play guitar or really know a lot about music, the music industry, guitar industry, this won't mean a lot to you, but I have the Positive Grid Spark 40 amp sitting beside me here. I'm not going to move it because I just put it here today, and it's it's not super heavy, but it would be a pain to move because then I'd have to make sure I don't pull anything out of the wall. So anyways, I have it sitting right here beside me. Basically just gonna review it and go over what it can do. So I have the app sitting here with me, the Spark app, which is pretty nice. You can get your 10,000 plus tones built into it. You can basically customize your amp head, your pedals, basically throughout every, like, you get 4 bass hardware setups. I'm gonna briefly explain this, where you can bass hardware setups that you can overwrite with the app. So basically, you just have to save it as an overwrite. Yeah, and then basically you can change out the amp header, the gate, the compressor, the drive. Sorry, the noise gate, the compressor, the drive, the modulation, delay, and reverb can all be customized throughout, and each of them has, let's just see here. Come on, there we go. Has Each of them has at least about 9 to 10. Others have far more. The amp has 30 amp headers that you can choose from. The pedals, for your reverb, you have 9 to choose from. And I'm not going to go super in depth with this. I just want to sort of play it for you. This will be the first time you guys have heard my voice in a while. Yeah, it's been a bit, but I've spent a bit of time here just fiddling around with my amp because it wanted to make weird noises through the recording. But yeah, like I said, there's like 9 for reverb, for noise gate. If I can click on it, it's one thing that I find a little bit difficult with this app. I don't know, it just might be me. Is sometimes getting it, like selecting the gate. For noise gate, there's only one. I keep forgetting that because I'm kind of dumb. There's 5 for compressors. There's a lot of boosters, drives. There's 9. So yeah, I believe it's 9 for each. For modulation, it's 10. For delay, it's 6. So yeah, you have like 5 or 6 to 10 pedals that you can choose from for each of those sections. And I'll just go through my 3 setups. Well, the setups, they'll be called certain things. So the first one is called clean, which is just basically clean. Mine has a lot of reverb. It has a chamber reverb pedal on there, so it gets a lot of echoing in there. Has a lot of reverb. My second one is crunch, which is sort of my high gain, not high gain, but like this, just sort of like AC/DC style almost. My third one, did I say third one? I think I said third one. My third one is, it's what it's called is high gain, but I use it as my tremolo, um, as my tremolo, like, so that I get these very broken up bits. My tremolo setup, so I get like the sound. I'll play it for you real quick. One second, I just have to make sure I don't come through twice. That's what the tremolo one does. And then I have my metal setup, which has lots of gain built into it, and it's got a heavy booster on there. Yeah, high gain boosters. So I'm just gonna go through play a few riffs for you guys. And um, yeah, and also after that, I'll give a review of what I think about this amp. But yeah, let's get into it. Sorry about a couple of those being a little rough. Um, I don't know. It's 9 o'clock. I've been playing guitar all day. My hands a little bit numb at this point. But I'm at the 8 minute mark for recording, so I'll just get into my review about this amp and what I think about it. So, in my opinion, this is just an absolutely great practice amp. Um, it's very versatile. So on the top, it's got these three choices where you can go through instead of having to use the amp or app um, to choose between like clean, crunch, high gain, and metal. Those four settings that I said you could overwrite. That just saves them to the amp, so that you can use it use it over and over. Use those settings over and over. You don't have to keep recreating them, and you can just select them on the amp. Currently, the amp itself does not work with a switching pedal, so like a pedal where you can switch between the four settings. Um, but that's not a big deal right now. Like, I mean, it's a practice amp. You're not performing with it. On top of the amp, you got all your knobs that you can choose them. It's got modulation, um, output volume, your music volume for your input, like not music input that you can use Bluetooth with. You can connect. You can use it as a Bluetooth speaker, very large Bluetooth speaker, but a Bluetooth speaker. Um, you can plug in your aux. You can put your headphones out. You can do pretty much all you need. You have all your bass. It's got, I believe it's 6 settings that are basically acoustic, bass, glassy, clean, high gain, crunch, and metal are the settings that you can choose from that are just bass settings. Those are just settings that are pre-built into the amp. You can't change those. And those just sort of change how the output sounds. I'm running mine on glassy right now, so if you like that sound, then um, yeah, you can use those. But other than that, I think it's just a great practice amp overall, and yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please consider liking and subscribing. This is Big Brains, and I'm out. This is editing me. I just forgot to mention that this video is in no way sponsored by Positive Grid, in case you were wondering that. And yeah, just thought I'd let you know, because these are just my personal opinions. I bought the amp. I've used it for a couple days now, and it's worked really well for me. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.